After reading the first arc of KaguraBachi, the one thing that really sticks with me is the philosophy for both Sojo and Chihiro, mainly related to Chihiro's dad and how he went about creating the 7 swords. And even though it is explained within KaguraBachi, there is so much more underlying meaning to it that just wasn't elaborated on. You see, Sojo's philosophy was that swords were used for destruction. He believes that blades were used for tools of mass destruction. That he idolized Chihiro's dad. But it's through a twisted lens that idolizes the lethal potential. For him, the sword represents violence and domination. Absolutely nothing noble or protective. Chihiro, on the other hand, wants to use the swords to protect innocence and defeat evil. A belief instilled to him by his father. And we see that in chapter 1. Now, within their fight, both their ideologies make sense, as the sword chooses either one of them. But the sword just choosing you isn't enough. And Chihiro even says that to Sojo after Sojo's eventual defeat. For Sojo, his vision of power was twisted, disgusting, gnarly, and everything in between. He lacked the serene values that Chihiro seemed to praise. Chihiro, on the other hand, instead of blindly following his father's advice, he decides to actively implement it. Whether that means redefining or even destroying the blade to prevent further harm. His goal becomes more about preservation of values and not just weapons. So the entirety of this fight is more than just a fight. It grapples with the ethical consequences of power, creation, and legacy. So there's far more to this than just a fight between two people who have demon swords, or at least I think they're demon swords. The swords that were made by Chihiro's father that were really powerful. And the more you start to think about it, the more it starts to make sense.